This podcast is recorded on the land of the Burra Maragao people of the Daruk Nation, and we pay our respect to elders past and present. Hello, my name is Harley.
Hi, my name is Ray, and welcome to the Launchpad Radio, the podcast where we dive into the journeys of entrepreneurs, creators, and innovators who are making big things happen.
Yeah, we have a special guest with us today, Tanush Pratheepan, a Western Sydney University alum, a Master of Marketing graduate, a content creator, and a true hustler. Tanush, why don't you introduce yourself? Tell us what you do and the reason why you do what you do.
Hey guys, first of all, thank you so much for having me here today, and apologies for cancelling the previous podcast. I was being not in the best state of my mind. I wanted to give my best on this podcast. Thank you for having me here, and I'm super excited to have this conversation with you. And I'm super excited about this journey. And my name is Tanush Pratheepan. I'm an alumni of Western Sydney University, and I'm also a member of the Launchpad, an alumni of the Side Hustle Series.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And that's what drove me to start content creation today. And it motivated me as well as it inspired me. And now it's really inspiring to see the fact that I have got an opportunity to put myself in the picture and to start inspiring people to do better things in life and to create an effect, which is just like a ripple effect, I would say.
Cool. Yes. So for our audience, Tanush is currently doing a 100-day vlog challenge with the hashtag 1% better every day.
Mm-hmm.
So he's documenting his journey of growth, and we'll dive into his transition from a student to a creator, the grind of his daily content creation, and what's next for him after this challenge. So, Tanush, when did you first get into content creation?
Yeah, first of all, I would also like to address, I was waiting for this opportunity for me to talk about it. The fact that I've already lost my 100-day vlog challenge. I lost it at, I think, day 60 or something like that. The goal was to initially get 100 days straight in with vlogging, but due to my busy schedule and my lifestyle, it was very hard for me to get these things along. But still, I'm not a quitter. I do not like quitting. So the fact that I do not want to just stop it off at 60 and then just, I don't want people to come and tell me that I quit. So the fact that I want to finish it, I want to touch the finishing line. So I'm going to keep creating the 100-day vlog challenge. And there are so many ideas which I'm still brainstorming with myself and my friends. So, there are good things coming ahead. And and what was your question again, to be specific?
So when did you first started?
To be honest, I started creating content. I've never edited a reel till last year.
Oh, wow.
The last of mid-year.
Yeah.
And this December, I broke my phone. I was
content creator.
I was too much into Android. I did not want to get an iPhone. And towards December, I don't know if that was the universe coming to me, but
Get an iPhone.
the universe was like, okay, your Android is broken. I was broke. I did not have anything to do.
Yep.
I did not have a job. I did not have money in my bank account. I did not have anything, and I did not have a phone. And the phone I had did not have a front camera on it. The motherboard was broken, so I literally had no phone. Basically, it's not a phone. And you know how hard it is to live in Australia without a phone.
You can't.
So what I did, I have no choice. I did not want to ask my parents for money. So I started a GoFundMe, and I created a GoFundMe, and I posted it on my Facebook.
Yeah.
And literally no one gave a shit. Literally no one did. But I had this one friend. He donated me $180. I took it out. I went straight to Telstra.
Yeah.
I got myself an iPhone on a payment plan. It's not to say that iPhones are good. But then again,
what do you mean?
it's not.
iPhone is the best.
We all
okay,
use it.
Okay, fine. 3 months into iPhones are okay. But then again, I personally feel like Android does have a lot of features, but the Apple's ecosystem and the quality of the camera is just bonkers. It's okay. So I got myself a phone, and then I was wondering, okay, I've got myself a phone. I don't have a job, so what do I do next? Okay, what am I going to do? I was literally thinking what I can do, and then I caught myself doom scrolling on Instagram and all that. I was like, why can't I basically do this instead of being a consumer? Why can't I create, right? So that's when I was like, okay, 4 days into New Year's, I was like, okay, I've got myself a new phone. I've got everything I need. People are making music videos. They're making movies out of it. Why can't I just make them real? I was like, okay, I'm going to do it. And that's when I started to do it. And I posted my first reel, probably the shittiest reel I've ever done. But when I look at it today, I feel really proud about myself on how far I've come in just 70 days. And just the fact that I'm creating videos for brands and people are reaching me out to create videos for their businesses, it's just absolutely amazing. And I'm super grateful for that.
And in such a short period of time.
In such a very short time.
Yes.
That's right.
That's so cool. I saw this on your channel, your grandma engaged with your content on Instagram.
That's right.
Where she drops just a simple heart icon into your reel about you relaxing, recharging. So would you say that content creation helps you to sort of show your true self to your loved ones in a way that you might never have been able to do if not through content creation?
That's really true. Another reason why I started creating content is the fact that my dad is my first number one supporter. My parents are always there for me, and my family is probably the only people who, even though I just make a shit video, or even though if I make a good video, more than my friends, I have a lot of friends. If you guys have noticed it, I have a lot of friends. But getting that little bit of engagement from your friends is a bit tough, but because everyone's on their own journey, and they might have their own problems, they might have their own ways of supporting their friends. But my parents were always there for me, and my parents are the only people who come and comment on my stuff, watch my stuff, share it with their friends. And the best part, my grandparents are 80 plus, both of them. I'm very proud to say that I've taught my grandparents how to use smartphones, and my whole family, we've made it my whole family uses smartphone. They're very active on social media. My grandfather, he up to today, he posts stories.
Wow.
He's upgraded himself, and he's now posting stories with relatable audio to it, which is really inspiring. And when I see that, it's very inspiring for me. And my content, even though I want to show people and I want to inspire people on what I can do and what impact I can create to the environment, and the fact that my parents come and support me in it and they get value out of it, where my mom calls me in the morning and she says, your father is very sad because you didn't not upload your vlog and he does not have a way to get motivated for the day. It might be sarcastic, but it really helps me out. It genuinely helps me move, and the fact that there's someone watching whatever I'm creating, there's a lot of effort I'm putting, and the fact that I'm getting that tiny bit of support from my parents, that's absolutely amazing, and that's something I love, and that applies to my grandparents and my whole family, and I'm very grateful to have the best family ever. I'm very sorry you guys might get jealous, but I have the best family anyone could ask for.
That's so good.
Thank you.
I can totally relate, because out of my, 400 views reel that I posted, I think my mom contributed to about $3.99.
Awesome. Yeah.
And
that's
she
right.
shared it with like the family, like the bigger family and everything. Yeah. Love it so much.
That's all you need, like a little push, a little
That's right.
tug. It's perfect. It's coming from family.
And also, like, you can't always expect them to do it. And at the beginning, I was like, why is my dad always coming and commenting on my stuff? But my dad, the fact that my dad has been consistently posting that he posts 4 comments. He posts 4 emojis of 4 hearts, 4 fires, 4 clapping, and whatever that. He does that he's been doing that for the past 73 days. And I'm like, do I really need to get mad at this man? He's trying to support me. Why would I want to?
He's doing his best.
Yeah. At the beginning, it was annoying me because I'm like, what would my friends think? And now the fact that, my friends don't give a shit. Okay, let my dad support me. It's really nice, and it's such a great feeling.
That's great. So you were part of Launchpad's side hustle series for video content creation. How did that shape your approach to making videos?
We've had this conversation before, I think. When I came to Launchpad, I came in with a very shitty laptop. And the first day I did it here, I recorded it on my laptop. I was like, I went home, I tried to edit it, and that was it was a nightmare. I was literally trying to export it for like I think 3 hours, a 2-minute video, and I was like, okay, I don't know what to do. And then I overheard Mabel talking about the Launchpad grant, and then I was like, okay, I'm going to apply to it, and I applied to it, and that's when I got a grant from Western Sydney University, the Launchpad, to support myself to get a new laptop. And I used your guys' hotspot, the hotspot hubs, if I'm
Hot
correct.
desk.
The hot desks.
Yep.
I edited one video and I was super impressed with the Apple's system and all of that going on. The next day I was like, okay, I'm gonna get it. And then I came back, I cashed out, and I was like, okay, I'll get it. I got a MacBook, and then that's when I started doing it. And what I want to emphasize is the fact that as soon as I came to Launchpad, that's where it was a room full of people who were in the same motive as me, who wanted to create something. And that as soon as I walked in, I had no way or no thought of being shamed, because everyone wanted to do whatever I wanted to do. So there was no shame. I did not have to think twice about putting myself in front of a camera. So I think that really shaped me out, and I made a few friends who actually still help me out until this day in content creation, who I met at the Side Hustle program.
Wow.
So good. So I'm gonna hand over to Ray, who is also a content creator.
Ooh,
Yeah. I
So,
also took part in
yeah.
Side Hustle.
that's
So,
cool.
yeah.
Okay, how come? When was it?
I think I did mine in 2023. Yes.
Okay. So mine
I
was
think
at
you did-
2022.
No, I think you did the first one. Ray
Yeah, we
probably
did
did the
founders.
second
I
one.
think
The
the second or
founders.
third,
Founding
yes.
members.
Founding members of the
Really?
Side Hustle
Okay, video
program.
Gs. Okay.
So Ray will have some questions for you as
Yeah.
well.
Awesome.
So like daily content creation is not a joke at all. It's like I struggle to post every day. I'm like, what should I be posting? But you've been able to keep it up for 60 days. I think that's very impressive. So like, what has been like the hardest part of that journey?
First of all, I want to say, even though I call it daily vlogs, it is not daily vlog, because I want to be truthful. Okay, I don't want to just say that I do post daily. I try my best to post daily. I try to shoot daily. I still haven't shot my daily shot today, but I was like, oh shit, I forgot. And then I started to create that today.
Yeah.
But posting daily is tough. It takes me around
course.
4 hours to post a single video, to edit a video. If you do it, you'd know it. And the way I do it, there's a lot of camera angles, and
Yes.
for
Yes.
one reel, I take about 70 to 80 GB of storage just for that. And you could just imagine how big a video would be just to take that 1 second clip and put it out on my vlog. But it's still challenging. And I have a lot of respect. After I started
Yeah,
creating
especially
content, I
that,
was like,
yes.
I respect all these people who are in this space, because it takes so much of effort
It
to just
does.
post that
It
1-2
does.
minute reel. And I learned a lot in this journey, bro. I was like, until like last year, I was like, oh, posting a reel is like probably the easiest thing you could do. You know, creating a vlog is like probably the easiest thing you could do. And it's been a really good ride.
Exactly. You never know until you put yourself into it. But I don't think it was all hard, right? There must have been some joys that have kept you motivated and going. What were some things that like really made you say, oh, I like doing this. I should keep doing this?
The only thing which always drives me is the fact that people come to me, and every week, I've seen this going out for the past 3 months. Every week, at least there's one person who comes to me and tells me, bro, whatever you posted this day, it inspired me to get up and to show up. You know, that's basically what my content is about.
The impact.
The impact, being happy, inspiring people. Because when I was a kid, I did not get this kind of inspiration from people. I used to follow Casey. Casey was one vlogger who used to run around with
The
his
YouTuber,
camera.
Casey
That's right.
Neistat.
Yep.
Yes.
His angles is which got me hooked into angles, because if you watch his angles, you're like always like it's a different vibe. I always, when I see his videos, I'm like, how does he do it? And then me bringing that into this, me bringing that creative element into this into my own space and doing it my way, it just motivates me a lot, and inspiring others inspires me and the monkey in my head. So yeah.
Great. I think if I'm correct, he started his content creation journey with a 100-day vlog challenge, right?
That's right. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think it was a 1,000-day vlog challenge.
1,000 day.
But his vlogs, I love it. I love it.
Yeah, they are really good. I can see the references. Yeah, for sure. So like in terms of strategy, do you say you have any like plan or strategy with your content, or you just want to stick to this challenge and then see where it takes you?
At the moment, I did not. When I started it off, I actually thought that I do have a strategy in my head, but up to today, I still haven't pulled out a strategy because I'm just a person who does daily vlogging. People do reach out to me saying that you need to put a lot of value to the people who are watching it and this and that, but that is not my purpose in doing this. I started content creation not to get views or not to be an influencer.
Yeah.
I started content creation to make content which is impactful and which are genuinely real, because I don't want I could be that person who I'm not, but I don't want to be that person, which is why I do not have a strategy specifically other than daily vlogging yet, but I'm still researching on what venues and what avenues I can go and reach out to.
It'll come to you, yeah. I mean, I feel like if you keep trying stuff, eventually you'll realize, oh, this is what I like doing.
Yep.
And I agree with like that authenticity aspect. Like you can go for a value thing, but you can also counter that and say, hey, why am I not the value?
Exactly, true.
Yeah, I'm
True.
the value here.
Yeah, because that's something I learned in this journey, where people come and say that you have to do something which other people have already done in a different way. I mean, it doesn't resonate with me. I can't do that because I want to be that person who people would look at. I call myself the beacon of change.
There you go.
That's something which motivates me to motivate other people to change as a person. And I think that's something which drives me all the time.
I think that's great. Yeah.
Cool. So I'm gonna change things up a little bit. I'm having here would you rather creator edition. So I'm gonna give you two options.
Okay.
And you have to pick one.
Okay.
And tell me why.
Okay.
Ready?
Okay.
First one. Would you rather have 1 million followers overnight or build an engaged niche audience slowly?
I'd go for the second one.
Why?
Because that's something which is going to stick to me forever. The 1 million followers would just leave you in one day,
night.
just like they came in the first night. I don't want one night stands in my account.
They're really good. So secondly, would you rather go viral for something unexpected or stay consistent with steady growth?
Tough question. With how the algorithm works right now, you never know which video is going to go viral. So virality is something I want, but something I don't need. So I'd go for the second answer.
Yeah, cool. Very consistent with the first one. So number 3, would you rather never run out of ideas or never have to edit your own videos again?
First of all, I do not have any ideas. I do not have any ideas to run out of ideas. I wake up in the morning, I do whatever I'm doing every day, and then I come up with my ideas. And what was the second answer again?
So never have to edit your own videos again.
That's tough because, see, that's something I learned. Another thing I learned through this journey. I'm someone who I keep the angles thinking in my head. I do not have a storyboard yet, but that's a storyboard is something I'm working on.
Yeah.
So I work with a lot of ideas in my head, but I've asked people to edit certain things,
Okay.
but then again, it does not come as I expect it to be or into my level. So I prefer that I run out of ideas.
Never run out of ideas.
Never run out of ideas because I'll never run out of ideas because I do not have any ideas in my head.
Good. Last one. Would you rather have unlimited budget for your gears or an instant boost in your storytelling skills?
Ooh, interesting. I go for the unlimited budget. Considering the fact that I do use AI for storytelling. That's something you guys can use as well. Not completely driven by AI. I use my authentic self to talk to AI about what's going on, what I need about. It's basically I talk to the chat GPT for like 10 minutes on what I want. And then I get a script for like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
and then I put myself, my words into it, and there's a lot of things I got. So I think that's storytelling would, of course, AI would help me with storytelling. So I'd probably take the
Yeah.
big budget. Are you guys willing to give me another grant
We'll
launch
see.
pad?
That's a topic for another day.
Thank
Big
you.
budget. Okay, fancy camera, fancy lights.
Oh, interesting. Mabel's watching us from there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Do you wanna?
Yeah, so as you said, like you had a 1-day break from your 100-day challenge, right? And you want to keep it going. So how would you like continue the story from that angle? Like, oh, I took a pause. Could be a reflective piece, right? On, oh, you should take a break every now and then.
Well, more than one day. I put my math. I've missed around 20 days, to be honest. Yes, it's a lot of days. So it's something which is very disappointing for me too. And like I said, I said that I could basically stop saying that it's a 100-day vlog challenge, but mentally I just don't want to give up. You know, I just don't want to give it up halfway. So that's the only reason why I'm doing it. And yeah, I think all of us, like most of the people who post content, they think that they have to be very consistent with whatever you have to be consistent, but you should not probably lose interest in whatever you're doing. I have not yet lost interest in whatever I'm doing. I still have back vlogs of my vlogs. I have like today I sorted out like 5 days of my vlogs, which is like I basically haven't edited 5 days of my vlogs because of my busy schedule. And of course, I do not want to always keep editing it because that's going to keep putting me onto a tough spot because I do have other things and I'm not a full-time creator. So yeah, I've taken that positively.
Yeah,
And that I don't think that's going to push me down. But still, my goal is to get at least 4 videos a week. But the main goal is to get 7. But due to my inconsistency and due to my hard working schedules, I'm not able to do it.
Who said it was a 100 consecutive days?
Exactly.
It's
Exactly.
just
I changed it.
a 100 day.
It's just 100 days. And I
Out of your
I had no
life.
idea it was 20 days. I assumed 1 day.
Yeah, okay.
So your audience isn't affected.
Yeah, I first of all, I started it. The first 30 days was to be consistent. I did be consistent because I firmly believe that it takes you 21 days to build a habit.
Yeah.
And I think that 21 days built me this habit where even today, if I lack a week of not doing content, I feel really guilty for not showing up.
Yeah.
So even when I show up, even when I create that one video, it boosts my motivation to get better and do better things every day.
I think that's great. Yeah. So like you said that you're not a full-time content creator, but is that something you would like to do in the future?
Good question. I'd love to do content. I love to create, but I do not want to make this my big thing because I'm someone who explores different industries, different jobs all the time. And content creation, during this time, I'm using this time which I have freely for myself to grow as a person, grow myself, and also build a better self and a better name for myself, building my own personal brand. So yeah.
That makes sense. And in terms of oh, sorry.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, like
Sorry.
you wanted to try lots of things. So
Yeah.
content creation can be a part of everything you do.
That's right.
Like having it as a side thing is perfect, honestly.
I personally feel like there's content in every little thing we do, and we could easily make even this piece of content. We can put it out on different avenues. So basically, we have as long as you know that skill, you know how to work with it. As long as you know how to edit a video, I'm pretty sure you're keen with it.
Yeah.
If I wanted to consistently post for 1,000 days, I might have to take a break on everything I'm doing and put myself as a full-time content creator, but I'm not in a situation to do it right now, so I'm not doing it. But eventually, if I do get an opportunity or if I go through early retirement, of course I would love to do that in the future.
For sure. Cool. So like you've taken part in Side Hustle series and you've seen a lot of students alongside you, and some may not have fully started their side hustle. What was one advice you would give them, like people who are at your stage? What was like the push that helped you start?
I'll tell you the one push which did not let me start is the fact that how other people are going to think about me and what other people would think about what posts I put. As soon as I started posting it, then I realized that the people who do content do not undervalue what we are doing or do not demotivate you. And the people who do not post content and they just consume every day, they are the only people who come to you, and they are the keyboard warriors who say shit about whatever content you're posting. So I think that's something which you really have to look into, because not everyone is going to support you, but the people who really support you, they're going to stick to you until your end of the journey, and you're obviously going to create that impact you have in your head. If you have a purpose on what you really want to achieve within that specific day, you are going to do it, regardless of what other people would think. Just put your face on the camera. It's hard. It's really hard. Trust me. It's really hard to get critique from your own friends and to think what other people are going to say. But just put yourself in it, because you never know what you're capable of and what you can do and the opportunities which are going to come to you. And until today, I never knew that I would create content for brands and brands would actually reach out to me. I'm currently working on a secret project with a really big brand, which I'm really invested and interested in. And I hope that you guys would get that opportunity too. And I'm sure you would if you start creating content, and create content is everywhere. So just put yourself in the picture.
Perfectly said.
Cool. All right. On to our final question. Let's hop into a time machine.
Ooh.
You have 5 minutes to write a very short letter to yourself when you first started doing content creation, and to your future self in 5 years. Got a notebook and a pen here for you.
Okay. So you want me to write?
And you'll read it out loud at the end.
Okay. So that it's going to be for me?
Yeah.
Yes.
To yourself.
Me to myself.
When you first started, and to yourself 5 years later.
Cool. Okay. Is it going to be like a big one or just a small one?
Small one.
Okay.
Ready? All right. Why don't you read it out loud?
Okay. From my before self to my future self. You were a consumer consuming hours of content, wasting your precious life. You were a sad little cow stuck on your own head, but look at you now, with a community of people being inspired by you. I'm proud of you. I do not.
It's hard to read your own writing, eh?
I do not know what's going to happen to me tomorrow or what's tomorrow going to be like, but I believe that I've created stories for my future self to be proud of looking at. So, yeah.
That's very beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. So that one you get to keep.
Oh, another. I got another notebook.
Yeah,
Thank
another
you.
notebook. So when in your tough times, you can refer
Always
back,
come back
to
to
it. Yeah, and in 5 years, come back to it.
Awesome. That's right. Cool.
Tanush, this has been very, very insightful
Yes.
and fun to talk to you. So where can people go check out you?
Yep, you guys can check me out on my. First of all, you can check me out on my LinkedIn at the moment. We can connect. We can build deeper connections. If you're a business willing to create content, if you're a small business trying to create content, reach me out. We can work together.
Yep.
Or if you want to meet me as a friend, come on my Instagram, TanushX. If you want to meet me on my vlog channel, it's Frames by Tanush. If you are a race car driver, if you are someone who's interested in motorsports, who are taking part in motorsports, hit up Racecam Media. That's a racing media agency which I've started by myself.
Wow.
I create content for motorsports to promote young drivers who have not got the opportunity to put themselves out as a brand in socials. So you can reach me out at Racecam Media, and yep, that's about it.
Awesome. Everyone go check out Tanush and follow his journey. Thanks for tuning in for Launchpad Radio. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe and leave a review. Until next time.
Peace.
Do a bit of